This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past, present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
I'm Brittney Saunders.
And I'm Alright Hey, and this is High Scrollers, the podcast version of your favourite group chat.
If it's trending, going viral, or has you gripped, we're talking about it. Coming up in today's episode...
Oh, stealing my line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt has forgotten a very important something, and we always talk about you getting cancelled. I think this is the episode where our scrollers are going to cancel you for what you did.
I'm going to lose my job. I think I'm going to get replaced, honestly. I'm not happy about it.
I'm looking for a new co-host after today's episode.
I'm sorry, okay? Plus, I have seen the best clapback from an influencer ever. It's my royal flush of the week and I can't wait to share it with you.
And I have been stalked.
Not clickbait. Live
Not
footage.
clickbait. I have had an encounter recently with someone who follows me online, and I'm going to share exactly what happened and how it made me feel.
It's full on, doll. Deal me in, doll. Let's go.
Good morning, Matthew.
Hey.
I've got something to tell you.
Yeah, okay.
Ages ago, like I don't remember what episode it was of ours, but we did a segment on something that you do
Oh, no.
and that you hate when people do.
Is it saying I'm busy or whatever?
No.
Oh.
You're going to die.
Oh, no, I'm scared.
You said every year you hate when people don't say happy birthday to you.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, let me even show you. I have like 4 fucking calendar reminders. No, you're lying. You're actually lying. Oh my God.
I thought that you were pretending for the pod.
Oh my God, I literally have so many fucking calendar reminders in my fucking phone, and I'll prove it to you. Oh shit, where are they? Hang on.
Well, lucky
Oh my
for you,
God.
Matt.
It was the 27th, wasn't it? Yeah, Brittney's birthday, 12 o'clock. I was meant to fucking do an alarm. That's not my fault. It didn't. Oh my gosh.
I said to AJ in the night, I'm like, maybe he's going to wait until the last minute and then message me like, got you.
I feel so fucking terrible. Oh my God, I feel so bad.
It made me go back to that episode that we did. And if you guys haven't listened to that episode, Matt spoke about every year for his birthday, he makes a list of all the people that did and didn't say happy birthday to him. And then he remembers for their next birthday. And you don't say happy birthday to that person.
Okay.
Now you are that person to me. But
Well-
lucky for you, I honestly don't care.
Did you post about it?
Nah.
No. Okay, see.
You can't rely on my fucking post.
Well, hello, I couldn't fucking rely on my fucking Google Calendar by the sounds of
To
it.
be fair, I really don't care about my birthday.
To be fair,
What's your excuse?
the Lime Maya dance party was the night before, which obviously didn't get home till like very early hours of the morning. Slept all day Saturday, so I've missed all my
You've slept through my
alarms,
birthday, yeah.
all the notifications, and I've woken up. Oh,
I thought you
Brittney,
were doing
feel
it for the
so
plot.
bad. Well, I wish I fucking didn't react and said, haha, April Fools.
You should have.
Because,
But anyway, that was really funny when you didn't say. I was like, this is good for the pod.
Well, I
so
bought you a
thanks.
present today.
Lifesavers, thank you so much.
I bought you some lollies. Lucky I brought something.
But now you have to retract everything you said in that podcast episode about
Yeah.
hating people that forget to say happy birthday to you.
Oh my gosh. Wow, way to like ruin the start of my week.
Come on, it's funny.
You know what's bad though is I recently forgot another friend's birthday
Did you?
only a few weeks ago.
To be fair, I don't remember anyone's birthday, and it's only because of Facebook or Instagram
Okay.
that I see people's birthdays.
Same.
And in your defense, I didn't post about it
Mm-hmm.
because I just like went out for dinner and went to a show, like nothing fancy. But that was great content for the pod.
Okay.
So thanks, Matt.
I'm glad I could suffer for that. Yeah, you're so right. Like, unless it's on Facebook, but even then I don't really check Facebook. I think.
No.
But the thing is, one of my friends had a birthday not long ago, and everyone didn't say happy
Oh, no,
birthday.
that's
No one said
bad.
happy birthday, and I felt so awful. And then I was like, Facebook didn't even tell me. I'm such a
Yeah.
Facebook person that needs to
I feel
tell
like
me that
I
it's
only
birthday.
see it on Facebook when you see like Matt posted on Brittney's timeline, happy birthday. Like otherwise you got to go into a birthday section. So
I sometimes get notifications, but I think it depends if you interact with that person or not.
you think you would have got one considering we talk on there all the time.
Right? No. Well,
Let's blame Facebook then.
Should I go and have a look? Oh, but I should know regardless, shouldn't I? I just feel...
I don't want you to
Shit.
feel bad. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, I do.
I told April on the way here and she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, don't say anything about my birthday when we get to the studio.
April! Oh, no. I'm looking on Facebook. There's no notifications for anything.
We'll blame Facebook.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, everyone, turned 31 on the weekend and just don't feel any
Oh,
different.
sorry, can I stop you there? Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Matt. Better late than never.
Oh, God. So what'd you do to celebrate?
We went out to dinner to Light Years in Newcastle, which is a really nice restaurant. And then we went to, you know, the Spiegel tent? That's set up in Newcastle at the moment. And they're like, we went and saw a show there, like with a couple of our friends.
Nice. They do like cabaret and burlesque shows?
Yeah, it was a bit burlesque, but it was more like circus. Like, I was like, these are the kids in school that did circus. Do you remember those kids in your year at school that did circus? Do you remember that?
No.
What? Did you not have circus in your school?
No.
In high school? Like, you
What
could...
is a sport you could do?
Yeah.
No.
And they were like, oh, I'm not going to recess. I've got to go to circus.
You're joking.
And they do like flips and like balancing on each other. We had that as a sport at our school.
That's kind of iconic, but no, we had nothing like that.
Yeah, well, when I was watching this show on the weekend, I was thinking, these are the kids that did circus in school and they never let go of it. But they're actually so talented. Like, they make climbing up a rope look like easy. It made me feel like I amount to nothing. Like, what am I doing?
Did they have one of those people in the circles? The circle hula hoops, the big ones?
No, none of that. It was more
That's my
climbing up
favourite.
ropes and poles and then like almost falling down but like stopping with the rope.
You're not really selling it to me.
Like, and then they had ropes going across like the room and like balancing on that. Then they did like fire sticks and putting fire in their mouth, balancing on each other. One guy did tap and I was like, oh, I could do that.
Yep.
And then, yeah, there was like sexy girls as well in their lingerie. It was vibe. I think AJ felt a bit awkward.
Really?
Yeah, that's not really his thing.
Oh.
Like, he loved one of the guys in it because he looked like the Colonel.
Is it the KFC
Yes,
Colonel?
he had like grey hair with a full white suit and AJ was like, the Colonel!
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's all he did. Like, it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
I feel like after 21, I don't care anymore.
Okay, well, thank God. I'm over here thinking, I'm going to lose my job. She's going to replace me.
I'm going to cancel you.
Well, it's time for our Royal Flush of the Week, the best thing we've seen on the internet. I'll go first if that's okay. Won't let the birthday girls do the honours.
It should be my episode.
It's
but
your birthday episode.
Take it away, Matt.
That's what I was thinking. I was just thinking, let's just ignore your birthday over the weekend and today can just be your birthday episode.
That's so thoughtful of you.
Every segment will
For
mention
context,
it.
I don't actually care. I don't want anyone to think that I'm mad at you.
Okay.
If anything, I'm glad because I got to roast you.
You say that, but it's eating me up inside. So anyway,
Stop. You're going to think about this for the next like 6 months.
Oh, talk about a Roman Empire, honey. Like, this is literally... next year I'm going to have to do a lead up, like a countdown.
Next year, I will miss your birthday to like even it out.
This year?
This year, sorry.
This
yeah.
year's my 30th. We're meant to be
we're
going to
gonna
Fiji.
Yeah, we'll go to Fiji and I won't acknowledge that it's your birthday. Okay.
I love that. Okay. Well, my Royal Flush of the Week. Oh my goodness. I saw the most iconic video from Max Belegday.
Who's that?
You'd know him if you saw him on TikTok. Like, he's a big TikToker and he's British and he, I don't actually know, like, I couldn't tell you one thing he does. Like, I couldn't tell you what he does, but he's huge. He's got lots of followers. He's funny, I think. And anyway, he's posted a video because I'm pretty sure, went to Coachella and saw Lana Del Rey and then posted about seeing Lana Del Rey or just posted about Lana Del Rey in general. And then all these like Gen Zers were commenting being like, oh, you're not even a fan of Lana. Oh, everyone's a fan of Lana these days. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Thinking that like he was only posting for the clout. And he like did this iconic clapback video, which basically, I just kind of want to play the whole thing for you. I think it's worth playing the whole thing.
I think I know who you're talking about. He's got like sandy brown blonde hair and he always gets a bad haircut.
Does he? I don't know.
Yeah, he like goes to the barber like every 3 weeks and posts about it. I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh my God, I have a different
What?
Royal flush. I mean, I'm still going to keep it, but like, shout out to friend of the podcast, Star McGowan. She just messaged me saying Taylor Swift liked her motherfucking video.
What?
Bitch!
The one of her doing Can't Believe I'm Still Bit You.
I'm not sure. Let me have a look. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting for her and me. Can Taylor Swift like
Do you
one of
reckon
my
when
videos?
Taylor Swift likes someone's video, though, it's really Taylor Swift or someone on her
Yeah, no,
team?
it's really her, yeah. Because if it's someone from her team, it's Taylor Nation. So they've got like a separate marketing/team account called Taylor Nation. Anyway, the point of the fact of the matter is, sorry, back to Max Beleg Day.
Baleg Day.
Beleg Day. That's where it comes from.
No, surely not.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. That's where Beleg Day comes from. It's not his actual last name.
Oh,
That video is where it comes
so
from.
that's not his name.
No, it
I
comes
just
from.
picture that Jessie girl going, Baleg Day.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. Beleg Day.
Oh, that's so funny. I like him even more.
All these years later, I've still got no idea what she was trying to achieve with that.
She
Hey,
kind of sound Jamaican.
I know, but like, in what world?
I don't know.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, what's going on there? Okay, anyway.
I posted a picture of Lana Del Rey on my story here saying Happy Mother's Day to the woman who raised me. And these are some of the comments that I'm getting. What do you know about Lana? Suddenly everyone's a Lana fan. Well, listen to these words right now, you little Urban Outfitters folk. I discovered Lana Del Rey when I was 14 years old on YouTube under the name of Lizzie Grant. Did I just become a casual fan of her music, you might ask? Or did I start drawing and painting her every day of my life? This is from 2014 on my Instagram. Oh, don't mind me, I just worked out how to use Photoshop so that I could literally Photoshop pictures of Lana Del Rey's in sunsets. And then I went to your profile. It says that you're 15 years old and you've only been a fan since 2021. So at the risk of sounding like a millennial right now, and don't even start with those comments because I'm not, I was literally singing songs about domestic abuse and coming to terms with the fact that I am deeply, thoroughly homosexual when you were 6 years old. So don't you dare start telling me that I cannot be a Lana Del Rey fan and that I'm not, alright? Lastly, here's me at a concert in 2017. Do you remember that year when you couldn't even wipe your own ass? Yeah, thought so.
Slay. I love it. Clapping back at the Lana stance.
Was that not like the best fucking thing? Not me being at a concert and you not being able to wipe your own ass. I'm so sorry. The way I almost threw my phone across the room, that was the best thing I've seen on the internet all week.
Do you want to know what's funny about that? Like clapping back at haters. I swear back when we were YouTubers, like years and years and years ago, if we would ever clap back in any way, I feel like it was a lot different back then and people would say, don't clap back, like
Yes.
don't give them the time of day. And
Yeah.
I'm loving the shift now of someone being able to clap back at people commenting shit and everyone backing that person. Because I swear, like I used to do those replying to hater comment videos and people would be like, why are you putting your energy and effort into this? Whereas
Yeah.
now everyone would love that shit.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. I do think, though, that the internet has gotten so much more brutal.
Yes, that as well.
When we did those replying to hater comment videos, like
They were dumb.
The comments were dumb and they just weren't, like, there was nothing really too, like, full on there. Whereas now I'm like, oh my gosh, it is brutal out there. Like, I'm really glad that I'm kind of in this weird niche of the internet where I really don't get that many hate comments these days, because I see some of the hate comments out there on other people's things and I'm like, would I be able to deal with that? I mean, I think I could, but like also it's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. So yeah, I'm all about a clap back. I've been blocking like no tomorrow because I've currently got an ad on TikTok. Like I worked with a brand and they're pushing a certain ad on everyone's For You pages. So it is attracting like really random people who don't usually see my content. And oh my gosh, I've been blocking everyone. Blocker. It's been
I like
fun.
blocking people.
Me
Did we speak
too.
about this last week?
What, blocking people?
Yeah, and how we love blocking people.
Oh.
Yeah, in the Close Friends episode.
Oh, okay.
So we won't
You
go
know
there
what?
again.
In one of our Close Friends episodes coming up, we should go through who we've blocked
Yes.
and like expose our block list.
Let's do it.
And I don't mean just like random.
I've actually got a story. We'll save that for Close Friends.
Okay.
About an influencer in Australia.
Who's blocked you? I know who you're talking about.
But then she unblocked me.
Has she said anything to you?
No.
Okay, this is
But we'll
so
keep that for
crazy.
Close Friends.
Okay, good. I can't wait to talk about that because I want to talk about that so bad. Anyway, give me your Royal Flush of the Week, please.
My Royal Flush of the Week is a show. It's been out for a couple of weeks now and I actually watched it a couple of weeks ago. And I want to say, I think I was one of the first people to watch it.
And you're one of the first to recommend it if it's what you're talking what I think you're talking about.
So I went onto Netflix one Friday afternoon and it just suggested this show to me, like at the top or whatever. They must have just brought it out that day. I'd seen no one talking about it. I was the first to discover it. And the show is called Baby Reindeer, which I'm sure all of you know now. And I was like, whatever. Like I put it on just as something to watch because like, oh, it looks weird. Like, what is that? Then I binge watched all the episodes that night. I think there's only like 8 or 10 episodes or something. And I got to the end of it, and because I was watching it in bed on my laptop, but like laying on my side, and the whole time AJ's like, what are you watching? I'm like, I don't know, some random show. And it was the best bloody show I've watched in a long time. I will say, trigger warning, there are some really triggering scenes in the show if you haven't seen it already. And the good thing is with that as well, there's like all warnings at the start of the episodes that do have like, you know, particular scenes in it. But I absolutely loved it. And I was like, that was such a fucking good show. Like, I can barely pay attention to a show these days. But to watch that... Have you watched it yet, Matt?
No, I haven't.
You need to.
Yeah, I want to.
And when I watched it... Oh, sorry, you go.
No, that's fine. I
Okay.
was only going to explain that I'm, like, working on my live show, so I do
True,
not have
you
a
don't
spare
have
second
time.
right now. But after that, yeah.
And when I watched it, because I'd seen no one talking about it or anything, I had no idea that it was a true story. And
Oh, right. I didn't
it's a true
either.
story, and the guy that's the main character in it, it's his story.
No.
Yes. So he is reacting and reliving his stalker story.
Jeez.
And I didn't know that. And then after I found that out, because then maybe like a week later, like everyone on the internet started talking about it. I was like, oh my God, I saw this. This is that random show that I watched. Yeah, it's his story. And I won't give anything away about the show, but it's about a guy who was stalked, and it's weird and
But
wild.
he's playing himself.
Yes,
Like,
he
that's
literally
kind of-
relives his like trauma by filming this show.
Wow.
So everyone's saying like how powerful that is of him to go through that. And it's just, yeah, like I like having shows on in the background, but I don't really pay attention to shows these days, you know, because of our phones. We're like watching shit, but then scrolling on our phone at the same time. But this, I couldn't keep my eyes off it, and I couldn't go to sleep until I finished it. Finished it in a night. Really good. Would recommend. Like, best show I've seen in a long time.
Oh, wow.
And it just got me thinking, have you ever had any like stalkery experiences being on social media? Because I have just recently.
Really? Well, you go first and let me have a think about it, but I'm sure one or two are coming to mind.
Okay. Can I say this, April, you reckon? All right.
What? April's nodding. You reckon she can?
It's only recent.
Okay. Well, block.
It's not really stalkerish at all, but it kind of, like, something happened recently that made me go, oh, shit. And, like, I felt like a boundary was crossed between me and someone who follows me online.
Okay.
But there was no, like, ill intentions, but I'll explain to you what happened.
I know what you're going to say. You've told me this story,
Yeah,
right?
I told you the other day when you were
Okay.
in Newcastle.
Yeah.
I doubt the person that did this is listening. But if you are, please, like, I'll explain how it went. And I'll leave out details because I don't want this to be, like, shaming the person or whatever. Anyway, I don't have, like, a P.O. box or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't accept gifting anymore. So when you're an influencer, as you all know, like, people get sent lots of PR. And I did for many years. But maybe, like, nearly 2 years ago, I said I don't want to receive PR anymore. So I said, no, I don't accept. And if someone emails me now saying, hey, like, we've got new lip balms, can we send them to you? I just say, no, sorry, like, I don't accept gifting because, I don't know, I just don't need anything. But what happens still is people send stuff to our stores because, you know, we've got our 4 stores and they're publicly available for everyone to know where the address is. So we'll often, every now and then, get, like, a random parcel sent to our Newcastle store, which is so fine. Like, I don't encourage it because I hate people, like, giving me things. But we still get people drop stuff to our store every now and then, and it's so fun. And oftentimes I'll then be able to share it with everyone at work, whatever it is. Anyway.
Also, when I was in Newcastle, you got a wedding invite.
Yes!
Yeah.
To the store.
Which at first, everyone was like, this is a little strange. Like, what do they expect us to show up at the wedding?
But then it's for gifts,
Yeah,
apparently.
it's
Like, you say, no, thanks, I won't come, but here's a gift.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah, that is clever. But anyway, sorry, you're not getting one.
No, exactly. So anyway, the other, how long ago was this? A month or two ago? I don't know how long ago it was. I wasn't at our warehouse, and this is our old warehouse that we've moved out of. We haven't moved because of this. Like, we just so happened to move. But someone showed up at our warehouse with a gift, something that this person had made. And I wasn't there. And I got back there later in the day and AJ and some of the girls said, oh, this girl dropped this here for you. And it was like really nice. It was a card and everything, and it was this gift. And I'm like, that's nice, but like, how did that person get this address? And I was like, that's weird, you know, because our warehouse is not open to the public. Our website isn't written, our warehouse address isn't written anywhere. Like, it's not, you can't just show up to a warehouse. It's like a workplace, you know? Plus OH&S.
Yeah.
Anyway, we left it at that, and it was really nice. But I thought, oh, that's a bit weird. And then the next morning, and I don't know if this is a coincidence. The next morning, I was in the warehouse, and I took like a 0.5 selfie of me in the warehouse. And because I think we'd just done our moving warehouse sale, so we were in the warehouse like packing orders. So I put up a little thing like getting all your orders out. And then within an hour, I had to duck out somewhere. And within that same hour, that girl came back. She came back to give us the same thing that she gave us the day before. Just the exact same thing. Like, nothing different. And like, how weird that it was like within less than 24 hours, she's come back again to gift us more of the same thing she gave us. And I don't know if that was a coincidence that I had put on my story that I was there, and maybe she wanted to come back in hopes that I would be there. I don't know, but it was really weird for her to come back for a second time. And then I ducked out and came back to the warehouse, and AJ said again, that girl came back again with more of this same gift. And I'm like, that's really weird. Surely not. And she'd put like on a note something that I'd said on my story the night before. Like, and to me, like, that's when I just felt like, oh, this feels a bit weird. Like, I know it's super nice, but it made me feel a little bit weird. So anyway, then I began to be like curious of how she actually got our address.
Because that's also like a security issue. If you purposely haven't put it out there, you're like, well, I need to figure out how she's got my address, because this might be an issue. It might be somewhere. Yes.
And then so we sent her a message on Instagram, because we obviously knew who she was because she'd left us, you know, a note and everything. And so we sent her a message, and we were super nice. Like, I'm grateful that she, you know, gifted us twice in a row in the space of 2 days. We just said, like, thank you so much for giving us these gifts. But just out of curiosity, we'd love to know how you got our address, because it's our knowledge that our address isn't anywhere, and like, it's not really a place that people can just show up, you know, and if someone wants to send us something, they can, you know, take it to our stores and whatever. And then I didn't know what to expect with her reply, but she fully just admitted to basically stalking our warehouse. And it just...
I shouldn't laugh.
It made me feel a certain type of way. And she said that her friend works in this, because we're in a big industrial area. Her friend works at this other place in the industrial area. And one day she saw my white car at our warehouse. And she even said where the friend worked. And I looked on Google Maps where that work is, like in comparison to where our warehouse was. And there, you wouldn't drive past both of them to get to her friend's workplace.
Right.
Like, it's not near ours. Like, it's streets away. And, like, we were tucked away in this little back cul-de-sac thing. So even that didn't add up.
I reckon what's happened, I got a theory. I reckon, like, you've posted a video or something, and because you're all in the same industrial area, the friend who has the warehouse has gone, that looks just like my warehouse. Let's go in every street and try and find. She has a white car. Like, do people know that you have a Volvo?
Probably.
Like, so
if they've
they
seen
may
it.
have, like, figured that out, and they're like, well, let's just drive around till we find the Volvo.
I know, but that just, like, and she did say, like, I think she realised when she wrote that, like, how much of a line that she'd crossed. And she was, like, again, I'm not trying to, like, send hate this person's way or whatever, but it just made me feel a certain type of way. And it made me go, fuck, like, people can so easily find where we work, and, like, you never can really trust anyone, you know, even if they are giving you a nice gift or whatever. Like, you never know what people are like. And so she did say, like, we're really sorry, like, this is unprofessional, you know, because she was gifting us, like, from her business. And I think it's just, like, a good reminder. Like, I said to AJ, like, why didn't she just email us and ask if we were interested in being given this stuff from her business, you know? Like, we're not uncontactable. Like, we're a business. You can reach out to us. Like, we've got an email. But yeah, that's my one recent encounter that made me feel a certain type of way. And I don't want her to be upset if she's listening to this. But I think even she realised, oh fuck, like, I shouldn't have done this. And I'm surprised she admitted to finding my car It's fucking weird. To everyone out there, please don't do that. Send me an email instead.
It's always the car that gives it away. Like, my story involves my car as well, but I'm the total opposite. Like, you kind of did everything you could to hide the address and things like that. Like, I was just stupid. So,
What
like,
did you do?
this is like 10 years ago now, like 8 years ago, back when I was doing my YouTube videos, and I used to make the driving series, and I drive around with like Iggy, the Iggy doll, which, if you don't understand, like, I used to have this series on YouTube where I'd drive around. It was like carpool karaoke vibes, me just being an idiot, but I'd always have a doll, like a Bratz doll, that was like dressed up like Iggy Azalea or Beyonce or Lady Gaga. Like, it was just the thing that I did at the time. Okay?
I remember that.
In context, it was like a bit more camp than it sounds today in 2024. Anyway, I genuinely, that like idea came about because the Iggy doll was made specifically for one of my friend's birthdays that we had one night, and it was like Iggy Azalea themed or something like that, and we made the doll as like a mascot for the night.
Is that the Australian rapper, Iggy Azalea?
Yeah. So anyway, I ended up taking the Iggy doll home because I just thought it was so iconic. It ended up in my bag. I don't know if accidentally or on purpose, but it came home with me, and it drove around with me in my car genuinely for a long time. Then when I started making the driving videos, I was like, oh, I'm going to include the Iggy doll because it's so iconic, and then people loved it so much I kept adding more and more dolls into the mix. But Iggy was the first. Anyway, she used to sit on my dashboard like all the time, and so I had made the video. It was going a bit viral. Everyone was loving it. People were like taking clips of it and uploading shorter clips to Facebook, and then they were getting millions of views. And so like everyone had seen this Iggy Azalea doll video at the time. And the place that I was living at the time was like a few streets away from a high school, and so when high school would finish, the kids would like walk down my street if they were walking home from high school, and my car was parked out the front, and Iggy was sitting on the dashboard. And I think people knew like the area that I lived in because of where I would drive in the videos and stuff like that. Like I think they knew where I lived, and so they kind of put two and two together. This one girl saw the I actually, a few times after this, got people like just sending photos, like selfies with the doll in the front of the car. And I was like, oh shit, I need to get rid of her. Like, she's had her time because it's getting a bit weird. But anyway, this one time, I was home, and I kind of lived in like not a granny flat situation, but it was like my house was like, my little area of the house was separate above the garage, like separate to the main house where the rest of the family lived. And this one particular day, our house cleaner was home, which I always, every time I tell this story, I go, oh, you've got a house cleaner, like we've got servants. Like, no, you know, my dad and my stepmom were just like, had a house cleaner. It's like not a big deal. Like every time I've told this story, people go, you have a house cleaner? I'm like, it's just a lady who cleans the house and she gets paid for it. Like, I don't know what to say. But anyway, we had a house cleaner at the time, and apparently this girl knocked on the door and said, does All Right Hey live here? And my house cleaner had no idea what an All Right Hey was. So she was like, I'm sorry, I've got no idea what you're talking about. Like, no, sorry. And she mentioned something about the doll in the car. And anyway, that girl left. And then I came downstairs like not long after, and I was working overnight shifts at the time at McDonald's. So I was asleep all day. And so I came downstairs at like 4:00, and she was like, I had the strangest thing. This girl from in a school uniform showed up. She asked if someone lived here, some alrighty hey or something. She was talking about a doll in the car and whatnot. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, it's gotten too much now. Someone's knocked on me front bloody door.
I've heard that like other influencers I've seen, like people go to their house. Like, and that's just like, I think that's where the lines become blurred of like having an online relationship with an influencer you follow, but not understanding that boundary there, and like just having the balls to go and knock on their door if you know where they live. Like, do people not understand, like, you shouldn't do that? Like, you should not do that. Like, I get it, they're friendly online, and, you know, same with me and my warehouse. Like, it looks like fun and like it's all yay, but like if you just show up, like what do you expect is going to happen? Because if someone came to my house, if they knew where I lived and they came to my house and knocked on the door, I get it, they're just being friendly and want to say hey. But I think I would Like, if you had come face to face with that girl, like, I would say respectfully, I'm going to have to ask you to leave because this is my home. Like, I'm not going to sit there and have a chat out the front of my house.
But the thing is, like, at that time, I mean, these days, sure. But, like, at that time,
Would have you
if I had answered the door, like, I would have been like, hey, like,
So awkward,
it's,
yeah.
it's all good. Don't worry about it. Also, like, waking up from an overnight shift, me answering the door in pajamas and, like, undies, like, being like, what the fuck is going on?
It would be awkward because you'd want to be nice and be
Yeah.
that same friendly person that you are online. But I'd also be like, oh, my God, this is so many boundaries crossed right now. Please, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'm so sorry. But this isn't the place to have a meet and greet.
But I guess I get what you're saying. Like, even if, like, I just say knew that Lady Gaga was living just down the road from me.
You'd
just
never.
there's no way I'd walk up and knock on the fucking door.
No, you would never.
What do you mean? You know
But
what I
people
mean?
do that all the time, like to bigger influencers.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh,
Don't do
God.
that, people. That's my advice.
Please don't knock on my door. But that's why I like living in an apartment.
Yeah, you're safe.
That's why I'm an apartment liver. Although I feel like every time I get in the lift, someone new is like, I watch your videos. I listen to the podcast, which I love.
I met two
I
scrollers
love.
on the weekend. They came up. I said I'd give them a shout out. So, hey, girls.
Hey girls. Like I love when people say that, obviously, but it's so
Not at your
awkward because I'm
house.
just like, well, I live in the building, so.
At least they won't know what one you are.
What do you mean?
Like what door yours is. If
Yeah.
you're just seeing them in the lift.
I think they know what level though.
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
awkward.
you know, they can watch where it goes, or like when I wait for the lift, I see where the lift is coming from.
Yeah.
As well, so like they could figure that out. I don't really care. Come over. Like, I think if you live in my apartment building, we're already in a close enough proximity that you
Why
may as well
not?
just come on over. I've got no issue with that, so it's all good. But anyway, apartment living for the time being because no one can knock on my fucking door.
Well, something else that I have seen a lot of lately is run clubs on TikTok in particular and Instagram Reels.
Mm-hmm.
They're everywhere. And then I saw
What is a run club?
quite literally just a bunch of people getting together and going for a run together. But
Do
apparently,
you know each other?
no.
Oh,
Like you
okay.
might go with your friends and like join the run club, but then you meet new friends. And I've seen a lot of things online. Some people saying it's the new way of dating.
Okay.
Like it's just like a
You just
dating
meet up, you
fest.
run together, and then you're like, well, should we go grab a coffee? And then
yes,
boom,
and it's
bada
like a
bing, bada
social
boom.
thing, which I like. Like I like thinking of it from a social aspect. Like it's a nice way for people to meet because it's mainly people like our age and like
Yeah.
20s joining these run clubs. And I think it's really hard for people our age to make friends compared to
well,
when you're in
I was
school.
just going to say, like, I'm not a runner, but you've kind of sold it to me. I go, that sounds like fun.
And like you go on a Saturday morning, you all meet up, it's early, you go for your run, then you all go out for coffee. Like I can get behind that. And
Yeah.
like socializing with people maybe you never would otherwise. Like I'm all for that. And then yeah, a lot of people have been saying it's a new way to date. And I've seen people say if your boyfriend's going to a run club, like you may as well just break up with him now because like it's full of like hot chicks and whatever, and he's just going to go meet some new girl there. But then I saw another video on TikTok, which I thought that is so fucking true. Run clubs that are popular now just shows you the power of branding because Park Run has been around for how long? You know Park Run?
No, but I'm assuming that you just run around a park.
Yes. So Park Run has been around forever and it's mainly older people that do park runs. AJ did it like a couple of years back because there was one right near our house in Newcastle and they just run around like a park and like the water, like
But
around
so
the
what's
foreshore.
the point? Is it like you can have a conversation with someone and like get to meet someone while you're running?
Yeah,
or is
and
it,
with the park run as well, like
it just
they
the-
time it and everything and
Okay.
you can like win or whatever. But AJ literally did it. And then I saw this girl on TikTok saying, run clubs is just park run with cool branding. And it just goes to show you, you can fully rebrand something and then it'll grab the attention of people our age just as long as it has cool branding. Because they all got like cool logos and then they might have merch for their run club and whatever. But park run has been around forever.
Right, so I'm still not getting what run club is. So run club could be like, I
You
am
could start a
running
run
and I
club.
could go, hey everyone, meet me at Centennial
Yep.
Parklands
Yep.
at
6
6
a.m. on
a.m.
Saturday.
and we'll all run together. And
Yep.
then it's just whoever shows up. And then obviously whoever shows up. But I don't understand, like, the branding thing. Like, are they tagging me and saying,
they
all
make
right,
Instagram pages for it. They've got a cool, funky little graphic logo.
Okay.
And it's a thing.
Okay, and then that community obviously grows and grows and grows and grows, and then suddenly you've got 100 people running every day, every time you do it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm with you now.
Yeah.
Could never be me.
No,
I will never be doing a
neither.
run club.
But I see, like, everyone on TikTok, like, obviously running in general is really popular on TikTok at the moment. Like, everyone's getting all the backpack thing that you put your gels in.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, is that jelly that you're drinking halfway through? And everyone's getting the speed dealer sunnies and the cool joggers. Like, I wish that could be me. But when I see someone on TikTok going, all right, I'm getting ready for my run. I'm doing 2.5 hours this morning. How the fuck are you running for 2.5 hours?
Yeah. Like, just about to do a 25-kilometer easy jog. I'm going, what? A 25-kilometer easy jog, love? What's going on there? I got sucked into doing a run, and I only made the one video, and everyone's like, oh, keep this series going. Absolutely fucking not. There's no way. I'm someone who, like, I only exercise if I enjoy it. I've said that before. And running for me, not enjoyable. So I did it the one time. I'd done it. I didn't love it. I'm not going to do it again.
If I run, honestly, 15 metres, I'm puffed. Like, that's how not fit I am. I walk up the stairs in our office and lose my breath.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not a fit girly.
I'm not that bad anymore. I used to be like that. Like, walking up a flight of stairs, I couldn't have a conversation at the same time. I'd have to concentrate on my breathing and get back to you in 3 to 5 business days to continue the conversation.
I'm not that unfit, but you know what I mean? Like, if I go up a good flight of stairs, I'm like, shit, I'm fucking puffed.
Yeah. But you used to do F45 and things like that.
AJ and I got really into that.
Yeah.
Was it? It's like just before COVID times, and then maybe during it as well. I don't remember. But yeah, we signed up to... We've been to a couple of F45s, like one years ago when we lived near one. Then we moved, then we joined the other one. And again, it was more like a social thing, I reckon. Like, you'd go and then you'd see the same faces every time. I couldn't fucking do that now. Jumping up and down like that. Oh. Doing fucking burpees. Like,
jumping up and down like
Like
that.
that. I couldn't do it.
Oh my God.
I don't know how I did it. And I don't think I got any fitter. Like, you just...
Really?
Yeah.
More of a social thing for you. That is so crazy because I used to do CrossFit. I know. Mic drop.
CrossFit.
Used to do CrossFit.
That's a social thing too, surely. Like, yes, you get really fit and strong.
Oh no, I didn't have an eating disorder, love. I was there to starve myself and lose all the weight. Sorry, like
CrossFit. That's
wasn't there
intense.
for the social aspect. Yeah, and you should have seen me. I was in that era of, like, that was still my mindset at the time, is like, you've really got to, if you don't go home from the gym absolutely burning, about to pass out, you haven't done a workout. Like, that's where my mentality was at, which is obviously awful. But yeah, I was doing CrossFit, and what I would do is I would get to the gym. This is so sick. Like, this is sickening. But I would get to the gym and I'd do like a warm up on the like cardio machines, and they had like this ladder as well that, like, it was like a treadmill but a ladder, so you just continuously climbed this ladder.
Stairmaster or something, is it called?
Yeah, like a like the stair machine, but it was a ladder, so you're constantly climbing a ladder. And I would do that, and then I would go and do that to warm up. Then I'd go to CrossFit, which you're doing a fucking warm up anyway. And then I'm literally hanging from the ceiling on the bars and doing the ski rowing machine, and they're making us run, and I'm doing the burpees.
The rowing
and I'm
machine,
doing
that makes me sick.
Kettlebells, and I'm doing conditioning, and I'm doing blah, 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 all of that. Tabata. Oh my God, I'm triggered by that word.
What's that?
Tabata, that's, I can't remember exactly, but it's like, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, and then a minute on, 10 seconds rest, minute on. I think that's what Tabata is. But anyway, and then they'd always do 10 minutes at the end of abs, and I'd just be like, I hate doing abs. So I would just do like leg raises and lunges while everyone else did abs, because I was like, nah, don't worry about that. I'm not done. Then I'd go and do a dance class and do like Zumba dance fit
So
vibes.
I like a dance class.
3.5 hours at the gym,
No,
you reckon?
not that.
I was sick, love. I was sick. Admit me. Honestly. 3.5 hours at the gym.
No.
Every day of the
Some
week.
people love it though, like, no shame to them, but some people fucking love and live the gym.
Yeah.
And it couldn't be me. Maybe it will be one day. Like, we could go back on this and you could be going back to CrossFit before you know it.
I honestly thought recently I would like to join a gym, but I also was like, I want to make sure that I'm like doing it for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Like, I think like I was kind of like, I want to join a gym, but then I was like, oh, but why do I want to join a gym? Like, what's the point? Like, what am I doing there? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, I think it would be good because I'm just a little bit over walking now. Like, I love my walking, love my swimming, but I'm also like a little bit over it. I'm like, I'd like to do something a little bit different. Maybe a bike ride. I would love to ride a bike, like around, like outside. You know what I mean? But
It hurts your bum though.
does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking bike seats hurt.
Well, a lot of things I do hurt my bum, so it's like you just got to push through the pain. But anyway, hashtag manual evacuation. Oh, you thought I was talking about something else?
Yes!
Oh yes, gay as well. But anyway,
That and your manual evacuations.
yeah,
Bike ride would be fine.
I did F45 as well. And I quite liked it. I think I've never sweat as much as I have doing an F45
And that's the other thing
class.
that gets me too. Like when you are doing one of those circuit gym classes, like your sweat is pissing onto the floor and like it's just those spongy floors. And like, yeah, you've got a towel, but like that's not fucking doing shit. And you're wiping things over. That's also not doing shit. You're wiping everything with a sweaty towel.
Yeah.
Then you're going and doing a fucking burpee into someone else's sweat. And there's been 300 other people in that same spot that day. That is not clean.
Yeah, well, that's why they always smell a little bit off, don't they? They all do. Those
All
rooms.
the gyms.
The functional training rooms, they all smell a little bit pongy.
Your sweat is like dripping down onto the ground as you're doing the burpees.
Yeah, yeah.
That's yuck.
Yeah, face to face with mold, honey.
Well, Matt, another episode done and dusted.
Yes. And I know this podcast is worldwide. I know we've got fans and followers and scrollers
global.
all over the world. But I have to really quickly say my shows kick off next week in Sydney. We just added a Wednesday night show and we also have a Sunday Mother's Night show. Mother's Day show on Sunday night. So bring your mum on Sunday. There's only a handful of tickets left for the Sunday night, but we only just added the Wednesday show and we're a week out. I'm very nervous. No tickets are going to sell for that. It's the opening. Well, it's not opening night. I call it a dress rehearsal, the first show, where everything goes wrong. So it's very fun because it's a once in a lifetime experience. So if you're in Sydney or surrounds, Central Coast or Wollongong, I don't know.
I'm going from Newcastle. Come on, if I'm going that far.
Yeah, come on down.
You can all come.
The price is right. We'll have a link in the show notes for you to purchase tickets to my Sydney show. And if you're somewhere else in the country, I'm really hoping to bring you dates soon. I know I've been saying that for 4 months now, but shit is just really hard to lock in at the moment. So once that's happened, it's all going live. But yeah, just wanted to quickly self-promo my shows there. Do you want to self-promo anything?
Yeah, fatethelabel.com.
Yeah.
We've got an amazing new collection launching on Wednesday. So tomorrow, when you're listening to this,
Stunning.
20 new styles.
What's it called? Give us an exclusive. Do
We're
we know
calling
anything
it Out
yet?
of Office.
Out of office. So
Yeah.
it's business wear, sort
It's
of?
kind of
Business
like
casual.
it's pieces you could wear to the office, but then wear out of the office as well. Just like it's great capsule wardrobe vibes, wintry.
Nice.
So, fatethelabel.com.
I've been noticing that recently business casual is now like an everyday wear.
That's like
I'm
me
seeing,
right now. I've got like tailored pants on,
But I mean, like I'm seeing girls at the club wear like a business
blazer.
and then with a nice skirt and black boots or something.
I
Like,
love it.
That's the vibe right now. It's like business, casual business. I'm loving it. I'm all about it. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to this episode, Scrollers. Don't forget we upload new episodes every Tuesday and we have our Close Friends episode on Friday. So make sure you hit subscribe, turn on notifications, all the rest of it
Because
so you don't miss an episode.
in this Friday's episode, we're going to talk about the people we've blocked and that influencer that blocked me.
Yeah, nice. Can't wait for that. Okay, rate us 5 stars, leave us a review, all the good stuff. You know what to do by now. Send us an email, blah, 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 blah.
Bye.
Anyway, Dal, I better let you go. I've got to set a calendar reminder for your next birthday.